Basketball season is back in Happy Valley as the Penn State Nittany Lions open their season against the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. Welcome into the BJC, everybody. My name's Joe Skinner alongside my broadcast partner, Zach Kaplan. Zach, let's start with Maryland Eastern Shore. They're coming off of a 7-win season in 2018. They're going to have to rely on their veteran leadership, and it starts with A.J. Cheeseman for the Hawks. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. My name's Joe Skinner alongside Andre Miguero. Third member of our broadcast team is Adam Michalesco. We'll get to him in a moment. But Andre, for Penn State, it all starts with Allie Schlegel. 10 goals, leads the conference. The offense runs through her.
Absolutely.
Jeffrey Field in State College, Pennsylvania is this afternoon's site of Big Ten women's soccer between the Michigan State Spartans and the 23rd ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. I'm Joe Skinner alongside my broadcast partner, Andre Miguero. We'll bring in our third member of our broadcast team, Carol Sistrand, in a moment. But Andre, Penn State on a 3-game losing streak at home. It's the first time in program history that has happened, and it's going to take the veteran leadership of Frankie Taliaferri to turn this thing around.
Yep.
Inbounding is Anderson. Gets it into Voiles, puts it up, contested off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Prevost, and a foul there. Even though Brockington swats it away, but instead it's a foul. This will be on Isaiah Brockington.
That's going to be his third, presuming it's on the Bonaventure transfer. You look, just a hurried shot here, but luckily Prevost right there for the Hawks on the offensive glass.
So not a shooting foul. They inbound to Adams. Long distance three from Voiles is off the back iron. Comes all the way out to Frost at the perimeter. Voiles will try again. That's too long. Right to Buttrick on the air ball. Jones, now Brockington. Rises up to the basket and lays it in with the foul. Isaiah Brockington has 10 points now and will go to the line and try and make it 11.
Look at how, look, Brockington's been doing this all night. He's been able to beat his matchup, whoever it's been. That one just too easy for the young man, just laying it up and in, the redshirt sophomore, kissing it off the glass, and he's been able to drive to the hoop with success all night. Maryland Eastern Shore has not been able to combat that.
Brockington try and finish off the three-point play. It's off the back iron, can't do it. Defensive rebound there by Prevost. Lamar Stevens in preseason called Isaiah Brockington maybe the best athlete on this team, which is very impressive. Penn State fans haven't been able to see him. He was ineligible last season after the transfer, but now seeing it, it seems like he could be living up to that vote of confidence from the team leader. The Shore the other way. Into the corner now. Takes a three as Bartley. Nice shot there. Kanan Bartley. He's up to 8 points this afternoon. Dredd will try and respond. It's good. He has 4 3-pointers today, 4 for 5 from distance, and now is in double digits.
A lot of shots going up from Dredd today from behind the arc.
Too hard off the glass there from Anderson, and Hara pulls it down. Jones, top of the key. Out to Buttrick. He'll take his turn at a three. In and out. Rebound there by Glenn Anderson. Into the corner for Bartley. Rises up. It is a charge. Bartley's first foul as a charge taken there on the block. Something Pat Chambers is going to love to see.
You see Bartley hit the first one, and then Dredd just on the other end. You think you're going to be better than me? Dredd with 4 threes now on this evening for Penn State. He's been nice, and he's now the 4th Nittany Lion to go into double figures.
Penn State on a 17-3 run. Jones has some space in front of him, has to slow down. Lets Watkins catch up to him. It's tipped out there by Voiles. Ball still on the floor. Penn State keeps in their offensive end. 19 to shoot, so still some time to set up an offense. Stevens asks for the ball, takes it, and hands it off to Jones. Jones picks up his dribble, gets it to Stevens at the block, goes towards the basket. And that will be a block. No shooting foul there for Stevens, and Penn State will throw it in underneath their own basket with 9 to shoot.
It's going to be 3 on Voiles now, as you see, just kind of tried to sink there into the ground almost and draw the foul on Stevens, trying to get him out of this game, or the Hawks.
Jones to Dredd. He's on fire. He'll try again. He got it. 5 threes for Miles Dredd. He's got 15 points. Part of the Bearcats lineup due up in the top of the 8th. It's Kevin Gazelle on to face Jared Freilich for Penn State out of the bullpen. Their third reliever, or rather their second reliever, third pitcher of the night. Penn State leads 3-1. They picked up a run in the bottom of the seventh. Jordan Bowersox got into one, but Marshall was able to hold on to it as Gazelle waves at strike one. It was a deep fly ball into center field. He got under it. It was an easy sacrifice fly for Conlon Hughes to score on from third. Freilich ahead in the count 0-1. Here it comes. Low and away, called strike two. Must have just caught that corner.
Right there, placing it at the knees.
Gazelle looking to avoid his fourth strikeout of the night. He has 3 in the first, third, and fifth. Freilich's ahead of him 0-2. It's in danger of coming into a fourth. Here it comes. Swung on and missed just under the hands, and it's the fourth strikeout for the 5-hole hitter Kevin Gazelle on his night.
Penn State pitching staff in total has done a really nice job of setting down these Binghamton hitters. 12 combined strikeouts.
That'll bring up Zach Taylor, who has 2 strikeouts as well in the first and third. He singled back in the sixth. Comes up now in the eighth with 1 out. Freilich from the first base side of the rubber fires in the first pitch of the at-bat, misses low for ball 1 at 88 miles an hour. Freilich can really bring it, the 6'6" righty, towering at the top of that mound. The 1-0 to Taylor. Just gets off the end of the bat there, or misses the end of the bat rather, for strike one. It's 1-1. Freilich looks in for the sign. Count even at 1 with 1 out. Nobody on. A 3-1 Nittany Lion lead. Here comes the 1-1. That one's grounded to the left side in the hole, and Hughes can't handle it. It'll get in the outfield, and Taylor will reach. We'll see how they score this one. Should be an infield single.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hughes, really nice job to get to the hole, sliding and trying to backhand that one. Kicked off the glove. I don't think he would have had to play it first, regardless.
So that'll extend the inning with 1 out, 1 runner on base. It is a infield single to Zach Taylor. It's his second of the night. Now Kevin Tully comes in. Could get a double play to end this inning like they ended the last inning as Tully squares the bunt, pulls it back for ball 1. Tully grounded out in the second, flew out in the third, and walked in the sixth. Was stranded at second base in that inning after a double play to end the sixth. Tully ahead in the count, 1-0 with a runner on first. Here comes the pitch from Freilich. It's a fastball in there to even up the count at 1. Jared Freilich, an incredible story back in high school. He missed his 2014 high school season due to an ice skating accident that left him in a back brace for 6 months, 23 hours a day. He was in that back brace. Good to see him now on the mound. Here's the 1-1. It's fouled straight back to the netting. Last season, he had 38 in the third innings with 27 appearances, made 2 starts, and 38 strikeouts. It's a transfer from Polk State College. Before that at the University of Kentucky. So he's been around. Now taking up time at Penn State. He's ahead in the count, 1-2 to Kevin Tully. Breaking ball, got him looking. Drops in at the knees, and he gets his second strikeout of his appearance. 2 down in the 8th for the Nittany Lions. Here comes Jake Evans. With 2 outs and a runner on first in the form of Zach Taylor, who reached on a base hit to the shortstop, Conlon Hughes. An out either at first or second. Here it comes. First pitch is in there for a strike on the inner third. Penn State leads by 2 in the 8th. They have 7 hits to Binghamton's 5. The key ones came in the bottom of the 7th, where Penn State picked up a run on a sacrifice fly. They picked up 2 back in the 5th off the bat of Chris Kramer. Here's the pitch. Slapped into shallow right field, giving a run at his Kramer. He won't get there. It'll fall in right in front of Hippenhammer for a 2-out base hit for Jake Evans. His first of the night. It'll extend the inning for now. 2 on, 2 out for the 9-hole hitter, TJ Wegman. It's just off the end of the bat there, falling into no man's land in shallow right field. Wegman out of the 9-hole. It's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the second. He walked in the fourth, ended up getting cut down on a fielder's choice at second base and grounded into a double play to end the sixth. Wegman from the left side stands in. Here's the first pitch from Freilich. That one's lined in the left side again in the outfield. Runner from second will hold Zach Taylor, and the bases will be loaded as Connor Kleeman cuts off the throw from the outfield. Jared Freilich not out of the woods yet here in the eighth. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Daniel Franchi.
You know, we talked about how important that run in the bottom of the seventh was for Penn State, that additional insurance run. Now you're kind of seeing it here as a single. You know, if that nets one run, you're still in the lead. If two, this game is tied, but still with 2 outs for Penn State. Plenty of reason to think you can get out of this one.
2 hits here in the top of the eighth brings the Bearcats even with the Nittany Lions in the hits department, 7 apiece. But right now, Daniel Franchi steps in with the bases juiced and 2 outs. Penn State's defense playing back. They've got an out at any bag. Penn State leads 3-1 over the Bearcats of Binghamton. Out of the America East Conference, Freilich stands in. Here's the first pitch. Off speed at 80 miles an hour, catches the outside corner. A big first pitch strike for Jared Freilich. Franchi 2 for 4 on the day. Tied with Taylor in most hits for the Bearcats today. Franchi the righty, and a righty-righty matchup with Freilich. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped, shortstop, charging in his Hughes. He's going to have to make a play on the run, and he can't handle it. It'll get down, and an error on Conlon Hughes brings in a run for the Bearcats. It's a 1-run game. Penn State up by 10 against Rutgers. Both teams jostling for positioning in the first half. Couldn't quite hold on to a lead. Penn State jumping out to a 10-point lead now as Jordan Stout gets ready to kick again. He has a couple of touchbacks already in this game as he gets ready to boot away another one. Deep breath, standing at his own 25. Approaches the ball slowly, kicks it away with the strong right foot, and that goes clear through the end zone back towards the cheerleaders. So Rutgers again will get set up at their own 25. 12:05 to go, third quarter. Penn State with a touchdown on the last drive. Let's see what Rutgers can do to respond. Johnny Langen has been the part of this offense so far, as about 160 yards combined total yards, 17 on the ground, 146 through the air. He comes back on in the shotgun with Pacheco to his right. Going to need to start throwing the ball eventually for Rutgers, now down by 10 points. Ball at their own 25 on the left hash. Man in motion for Rutgers is Paul Woods. They swing it out to him far side on the passing play across the 30, shoved out of bounds there. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Rutgers. Ball will be set up at the right hash, going right to left.
The thing with Rutgers is they're not much more confident than Penn State in their quarterback throwing the ball with Langen. Just barely over 50% completions on the year, similar today. It's going to be a lot of dinks and dunks when they do throw it. Neither team feels like they have an advantage throwing it deep downfield.
2nd and 5, 3 receivers in the formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Langen, option play, keeps it up the middle through the line of scrimmage. He picks up a couple where he's dragged down by a combination of Garrett Taylor, also P.J. Mustafa in there as well. 3rd down and short for Rutgers. Will be 3rd down and about 2. Ball on the 33 of Rutgers. Clock rolling inside 11 and a half to play in the third quarter. Penn State with 13, Rutgers with 3. Scarlet Knights trying to put up their first points of the second half on this drive. Has to start here on 3rd down. Now 4 for 9 today on 3rd down. Langen, empty set, 5 receivers wide by himself in the backfield. Penn State only 4 down linemen on the defensive line. Now showing a little bit of pressure. They bring 4. Langen will throw. Escapes the pocket up the middle. Tucks it and run across the 35. Now up towards the 37. He picks up the first down with his legs. A 1st down and 10 coming for Rutgers.
I think that was a designed run play for the quarterback that time. They brought Pacheco in motion, and that kind of cleared out the Penn State defensive front. The hole opened up beautifully. One linebacker went with Pacheco across the formation, and then he was just able to go far enough downfield to get the first down. Nice design play to get to the sticks from Rutgers.
Ellis Brooks on the tackle. First down and 10 at the Rutgers 38-yard line. Ball spotted right in the middle of the field as Langen takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco as he goes off the right guard up the middle and is taken down, a gain of about 3 for Isaiah Pacheco, who's now nearing 100 yards today. He's getting closer to 83, 84. Second down and 6 coming for Rutgers, gain of 4. 10:05 to play in the third quarter. Penn State leads by 10.
Still the 3 freshman cornerbacks out there for Penn State.
Langen breaks the huddle. We haven't seen John Reed since an injury in the first half. Langen quickly throws the other way. He has his man up the sideline, pushed out of bounds by Shane Simmons. Was caught there by, that was Matt Alimo, the tight end, making that play, redshirt freshman. So it'll be another third down and 5 for Rutgers on this play. 3rd and 5 at the 43, and Rutgers, after converting on their last third down in this drive, has a chance to continue their drive into midfield. Ball spotted on the right hash at the 43-yard line. Langen, the redshirt freshman, playing his first game at Beaver Stadium, is in the shotgun. Brings Woods in motion. Takes the snap. Give goes to Pacheco to the left side. Gets across the edge. Now trying to get the edge at the sideline. He is dropped. And they will hold him on third down. Tackle made by Marquise Wilson. Keaton Ellis was also there. Brings up fourth down for the Scarlet Knights, and here comes the punt team.
I know it's Rutgers, but this defensive back group has to grow up pretty quickly, whether it's Gordon, the redshirt freshman, Marquise Wilson, a freshman, Keaton Ellis, a true freshman, or even Joey Porter Jr. out there. All these guys in their first year of eligibility, and that means they're going to have to grow up on the outsides here for the Nittany Lions.
Corsack again back to punt for Rutgers. Ball at the 44-yard line. Corsack boots it away. End over end kick going towards the right sideline. KJ will let it bounce at the 16-yard line where it checks up very nicely. Even gets a little bit of a Penn State bounce, but it'll be spotted down at the 17-yard line. That's where Penn State will set up shop. They lead 13-3, 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Penn State football on Com Radio. For the Penn State football pregame show, I'm Joe Skinner alongside Josh Starr. Penn State in Indiana, about an hour away, noon kick here at Beaver Stadium. We're going to get right into it here. We are joined by columnist for StateCollege.com, Mike Porman. Thank you for joining us here in our booth. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about last week. Penn State falling on the road in Minneapolis against Minnesota. Both teams undefeated going into that matchup. Minnesota getting a big boost up the rankings with the win over Penn State. Just kind of going back to last week, what are the takeaways for James Franklin? It was really a type of game that that James Franklin has struggled with in the past, getting his first road-ranked win this season, coming off that Iowa game a couple of months ago. What are just the main takeaways from that game? The defense came out a little slow. What did you see in that game?
3 takeaways. One, Minnesota made use of their off week. They were you were there. They were better prepared. They were crisper. They were ready to go from day one. 2, Penn State was outperformed on offense, on defense, and on the sidelines. So we're looking at pregame, game, and then this number is a pair of numbers that to me is pretty incredible. Over the last 4 years, Minnesota's average recruiting class by rivals ranked 44th. The last 4 years, Penn State's average recruiting class was ranked 10th. So you're looking at the level of talent that was on the field. So to me, number 1, preparation. Number 2, in-game decision-making and performance should overshadow number 3, the talent difference, huge talent difference. And so I think when you put those together, Penn State was poorly performed, poorly prepared, and was just out-talented, even though they supposedly had the better talent.